Hello you gorgeous Libras, and welcome to my channel, Tarot, your neighborhood intuitive guide. Guys, breakout season. I feel like a broken record. You guys are my second last sign out of all the zodiac signs, and yeah, I've decided to be on camera and the mystery is over. Hello! I've done that little spiel probably 8 or 9 times now. But to the newbies, my name is Elle Cups. Welcome to my channel. And for my returning subscribers, welcome back. Thank you for your love, support, subscribes, likes, shares, comments, everything. Thank you so much. I feel the love. And I'm tripping over my words. It's probably that Gemini full moon, okay? Ruling communication, and we're all going to start to talk really fast, and you know, our mouths aren't going to be able to keep up with everything that's going on in our heads or what we're thinking, right? So, okay, so let's get into some astrology, guys. So, Saturn has been sitting in your 4th house for 2 years. Ouch. So, have you maybe felt like in your home life, your domestic life, your relationship with your parents, everything has just been it's just been hard work. If you've been wanting to move or relocate, there's been delays. If you've been trying to buy a house, you haven't been able to because things have fallen through. You haven't found the right place. You could have felt unhappy in your environment where you live. Maybe the responsibilities of taking care of your parents, in particular your relationship with your mother, have been really hard and emotionally draining, right? There could have been times where you've wanted to really dig deeper into your family tree and understand why it is that there are certain issues from your childhood or from your parents that you've inherited, like really to dig deeper. You could have felt a lot of resentments towards your family or towards your parents. If you are a parent, you could have been overwhelmed with all the responsibilities of being a parent. It just felt so burdensome, like it's just non-stop, right? That is Saturn sitting in your 4th house, making you work harder, making you, slowing things down in the sense to illuminate that house for you. So, yeah, even like I said, purchasing property could have felt so burdensome because the contracts fell through. There could have been delays. If you were living in an environment that was like an older home, things were breaking all the time, like nothing was working, and any repairs that you wanted to do, there were delays. Maybe if you were moving or relocating, there were delays in the movers that were supposed to show up, delays in the date, just everything related to parents, home life, family life, and your emotional stability in regards to your relationship with your parents has felt draining and stagnant and slow and hard work, and it's just working and working. That was Saturn sitting in your 4th house for 2 years. But now, hello Jupiter, expansion. Jupiter is going to make everything so much easier. Think of Saturn like winter, right? It's cold, nothing really grows, everything's slow moving, it gets darker earlier, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, right? Jupiter is like spring, where it's wet and it's warm, and it makes things grow and expand and get easier, and relief. Like even the responsibilities if you were taking care of parents. You may have even lost a family member this year. The responsibilities of having to deal with all of that. You will now see more of that releasing. You will be released of these responsibilities. Things will get easier. Things will be lifted from you. And you'll start to move into a happy environment if you weren't happy where you were living. Lots of changes. Jupiter is here to help us now find solutions for these certain things that we were dealing with in whichever house it was in. So you're going to see forward movement. You're going to see Your relationships improve with your family and your parents. And your children, if you are a parent, you're going to find the help will be on the way. If you were taking care of your kids all the time, now there's going to be maybe a babysitter that you found that is best suited for your situation. Like, all that is going to play a massive role going forward. And it's all going to be more positive and easier and less burdensome. So very exciting. Thank you, Jupiter. We love you, you wet spring expansion of a planet. Anyway, okay. So guys, let's get into your tarot. This is, after all, a tarot channel, so I'm going to have to read some tarot, right? Anyway, okay, so let's find out a little more. Let's dig a little bit deeper, maybe into your love life. Let's see what's happening over there. And home life too. Let's see if there's going to be some improvements, any challenges potentially. Let's just get into it. And let's get into the Goddess Beautiful Oracle deck. Oh, I love this. Have you felt the energy shift? I certainly have. I'm more bubbly. I mean, I'm fairly bubbly, being a Piscean and all, you know. I could be in your energy now, little Libra-in-ish. I'm being silly. Okay, moving on. Guys, quick spiel, take what lands and leave the rest. Do not get too hung up on the signs, the gender, the roles can be reversed, and time is fluid, okay? So things may not happen right away, but you are guided to be here now, okay? So check back in a few weeks, a few days, maybe just at the end of the month, and, you know, see if this will be more relevant. And always check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs, because you will find more valuable information there, especially your ascendant, because that's more tangible manifestations that we can experience. It's more accurate when it comes to your ascendant, which is your rising sign, and then your moon as well. Your sun too, but less, more so when it comes to your rising. Okay, for there, dear Spirit, what messages do you have? Receptivity. It's time for you to receive. I'm sure with all these, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So now it's your time. That help will come. Things will become easier. It will be time for you not to give so much and have all the responsibilities on your shoulders. Now you're going to see movement. It is your time to receive now, Libras. You guys are the scales. You're always trying to make sure everybody's okay, you know? Always trying to keep the happy medium, right? The equilibrium, the scales. And it's exhausting. It's draining. So it's time for you to receive. Okay. Let's get into a little bit of tarot. Alright, dear Spirit, what messages do you have for my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Moving forward. Ooh, could be dealing with a Pisces or a fellow air sign. Could be speaking some truth to a Pisces or a fellow air sign. Or cutting out. Okay, over there. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's see what your current situation is for my Libras, dear Spirit. What is Libra's current situation? Ah, truth communication. I did see the Queen of Swords. Here you are. Doesn't have to be you. But fresh new energy, new insight. This is also my stalker card. Stop stalking me. Why are you stalking me? Social media, you know, you could be checking someone out, doing a little research, finding out what is that person doing. Again, this is also about delayed and disappointing news, right? So you will start to see little signs of improvement in your home life, but maybe there could be still little delays here and there, that lingering Saturn energy. But again, Jupiter's doing her work. Jupiter's doing her work. Okay, let's find out. You could also be dealing with a fellow Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Sorry, guys. There could be some form of communication coming, I'm feeling. Let's find out what the influence of this is. I mean, that stack is way big. Oh. You're missing someone. Who are you missing, Libra? Could be a Pisces. Hangman. Needing to make a decision and waiting. Okay, look at this. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is maybe you've had some epiphany, some enlightenment, some form of clarity regarding a situation with a person. I do feel you're in a state now where you could be missing them. Water element, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is also about feeling bored in a situation, stagnant, discontent. This could be work related, this could be in a connection. Because I do feel you've been going within. I think you've been enlightened. Maybe you've been enlightened by slow down, Gemini moon. Telling you communication is going to be like speeding up so much. Don't take anything personally at this time, because people may act a little out of character because of this energy with the Gemini full moon. And it will last all the way to the new moon, which is Capricorn new moon is on the 26th. Okay. So anyway, I feel like you're seeing things from a different perspective. I think you've also, in a certain situation, felt fairly stuck. And now maybe you're starting to have clarity in the situation. You have 3 cards here that seem very stagnant, needing to make a decision. Look, I'm noticing the moon there as well. So the Gemini full moon, which is happened yesterday. I'm now at 1 a.m. in the morning. So that was yesterday at around the same time. It was actually around 12:12. 12:12, 12:12. Very auspicious. A lot of manifestations will start to come into fruition at this time now. Moving forward, things will speed up, guys. It's going to be like pow, 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 pow. Okay? I think you're needing to make a decision about a commitment that you're either in or moving towards someone. Maybe with the Virgos toward Capricorn, it doesn't have to be. And maybe during Capricorn season, you're thinking about this. I feel like you put in some work in a situation with a particular person. And it has made you feel stuck, because now it's almost like, I feel like there's been some form of communication with someone. And it's brought some clarity, right? This could be work related too. And now it's actually made you take a step back and maybe see things from a different perspective in the situation. Again, if this is family related, it could be a connection with a family member. It could be a relationship at work where maybe this could also be you being discontent in a work situation. But I'm actually getting this is more around a connection that you're in. Romantically. Because we do have this. I feel as though you're feeling stuck on how to move forward, and there's a need to make a decision. Now that you've had some communication, some clarity with this particular person and or situation, you're now almost like, am I going to miss this opportunity? I need to take a step back and reevaluate some things. And it's actually putting you in a state of indecision. So there's a need for you to make a decision towards this person. And I think it is around commitment, something long-term. This could also be around finances, inheritance. Maybe there are delays in certain things when it comes to maybe settling in maybe a divorce. Doesn't have to be. Or some form of contract when it comes to property. Because remember, all that stagnancy with buying a property and things falling through, Saturn working in your 4th house, maybe now there's a delay in the news of, okay, are we going to sign? Are we done? Waiting period. There's a need to be patient in this situation. Seven of Pentacles is also looking back on taking stock of things that have occurred. All the seeds you planted, making sure all the details, the devil's in the details, everything's where it needs to be. And now it's almost like you're in this waiting period of a harvest, of receiving that property, that inheritance, that commitment, that communication regarding the commitment. There's a stalemate energy here, but there's a need to be patient. I do feel that like you're doing some internal processing, like you're trying to figure out where to go from here. But I also feel like you are missing someone. Who are you missing, Libras? What's in Libra's past issues? What's in Libra's past issues here, dear Spirit? Could be dealing with an Aries. Control. I feel like you could have a lot of control issues. Is that what it is, Libras? Needing to have to micromanage everything or have it a certain way, and it could be hindering any form of progress, maybe in a connection, in a work environment. This could be in your place of work where certain things are just not moving forward. You could also have issues with a parent. This is a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be, but typically the Emperor is a masculine energy. So maybe with your father or a boss at work that's causing some stress for you. I do see this as you maybe having some control issues, maybe being too controlling a situation, because this is in your issues position. There's a need to make a decision on something here. What is it, guys? The Emperor is large and in charge, usually owns a business, runs his own ship, has a lot of people under him, has failed and gotten back up and failed. He understands what it takes to run a company, an organization. You could have a lot of tendencies to want to control the outcomes of things, control issues, even in a family dynamic or in a connection. What's in your immediate past? What? Is it love? Oh, Libras. Well, it sounds like in your immediate past there could have been some new beginning in love. So, who is it? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. Ace of Cups about new beginnings, a new love relationship. A new cycle in love, you know. A lot of shifting and changing going on for everyone, guys, collectively. So in your fourth house, it is about family. It is about new love as well. Moving forward differently, starting a new relationship. Lots of endings and new beginnings. Lots of endings are happening at this stage. You could still be going through it. I feel like you are going through an ascending process, a leveling up internally, maybe in your heart space as well. Mind in your mental body. Your crown chakra could be, you could start to feel like a lot of irritation, maybe get a lot of headaches. Those are ascending symptoms, like kind of like cold symptoms, like when you get a cold, where it's actually your crown chakra opening up, becoming more activated, which is all about that information that you get, right? So I think you are leveling up there. Your conscious awareness is going through an upgrade. And again, we're going to see improvement. We're going to see things become a little easier. But there's some form of new beginning here in love, Libras. Who has tickled your fancy? What's going on? Let's find out what's in your crowning thoughts. What's in Libra's crowning thoughts? I'll take that one, but it kind of just slipped. Yeah, okay, so you are dropping burdens. You could be working too much, and it could also be related to maybe taking care of your parents, taking care of responsibilities, being a parent, just overwhelmed. You're closing out a cycle. This is the results of you at the 10. You're closing out this, but you are at a space of working a little bit too much, I can see. Taking on a little bit too much right now. There is a need to take a chill pill. Take a chill pill, Libras. Don't overdo it, baby. Nee. Dis nie goed nie as jy dit doen. Sorry, that was Afrikaans. I'm South African, so I speak Afrikaans and stuff. Okay, so let's see what's in your immediate future. Yeah, this is in regards to work. I feel you're overwhelmed. The workload is a lot. There could be a need for contracts to close out. Maybe if you're working on if you're in construction and the contract, certain things take years when you're doing a building or however that works. Trying to finish the job, and it's overwhelming you work-wise. And there's a need to have to maybe wait for things to, finish up. There is something here in love, though. This could also be self-love, guys. You know, really trying to, you know, but I kind of feel like it's a new chapter in love. Something new in love. What's in your immediate future for my Libras? What's in Libra's immediate future, dear Spirit? That's too many, but okay, so there could be a love offer here. Wowza. So this storyline is interesting. Wow. Okay. So you could definitely be a lot going on at work. Okay. A lot of, you know, quarrels at work, you know, this job isn't, you know, you're not listening. This is also maybe why you've had control issues in the past. Because you micromanage. Don't you just love it when your boss micromanages? Sorry. But yeah, this is also drama, difference of opinions from people, and you're just like overwhelmed. Stay out of that drama if you can. But this is in your immediate future, so there's a need for you to set some boundaries. Because you're going to be overcoming these obstacles. You're going to be overcoming whatever connection, home life, love life, if this is related to that. There's going to be victory here, I see. There is a new beginning here in love. And I feel like you are going to be victorious at work. I feel like you are going to be seen for, you know, all your hard work at work. Also recognized maybe even for how much you've been taking care of things at home. Maybe with your partner also. Could also had a little bit of, you know, low functioning arguing with your partner if you are in a relationship, or with your parents, or at work. But there is some form of offer here. I feel like some love has been offered, or you are thinking about offering love to a water sign. Doesn't have to be. You could have potentially walked away from love because of work life being stressful, home life, taking care of your parents, being so responsible. Maybe love has taken a back seat because your focus is where it needs to be, where you think it needs to be, which is maybe because you were taking care of so many things at home, dealing with all that emotional stress in family dynamics, that you've decided to walk away from love right now and focus more on getting everything stable at home with your parents in your work life. But I do feel like there's going to be an offer made towards you. This is in your immediate future, and there'll be a new beginning. You could be dealing with an Aries. You could also be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This could be you taking action towards someone, making an offer, feeling passionate about this person, or them about you, coming forward with an offer of love and passion. Queen of Wands is, you know, she's an initiator, risk taker. She doesn't waste any time. She's always very busy. She's a hottie patati. Very attractive. You know, I mean, look at her. She's like riding a horse. Like, very sexy on a horse. Sorry. I've got to lighten the mood a little bit, guys, because Saturn's been so heavy with everyone, especially when it comes to home life. I mean, exhausting, right? I do feel like you may want to make an offer to someone, or you will be, and there'll be a new beginning in love. There'll be a new beginning in some way, shape, and form. But again, this could also be you turning your back on love right now, turning your back on a person that could have offered love. To have your new beginning and set off on this new venture into the unknown, because things have been so heavy home life-wise. You could be walking away from a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer that you could be could have been in a relationship with, and there was a lot of arguing, and you finally standing your ground and setting boundaries, and you're like, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I want to go be happy. Eight of Cups is about walking away from unfulfilling emotional cups, you know, cups that were emotionally unfulfilling. trying to move towards your happy, trying to find those two of cups. And look, there's a cup here being offered. There's 2 cups right there. There's love here. There's some new beginning in love here. I'm not sure if you making an offer, you walking away from this, you walking towards this to go find that love. But I do see that you are making strides, or you will be making strides at work. You will be recognized for all your hard work. And you're taking action. I feel like you're really taking action moving forward. We're going to see a lot of forward movement, guys, now. It's just going to be like a lot of blessings will come into play. And blessings aren't always how we think they are. You know, like a windfall of money in the lottery. Could be, hey, could be a small little scratch ticket and you're like, yay, I won like 10 bucks. Awesome. Every abundance is a sign of, you know, to be grateful for. Those are the little blessings. But blessings could also be, you know, taking people out of our lives that were not for our highest good. Relationships ending, you know, that weren't beneficial for us. What's in your fears? What's in Libra's fears, dear Spirit? Fearing a Scorpio, fearing transformation, fearing an ending with a Scorpio or a particular person or connection you're in. Fearing this big change that you could be making in your life. Into the unknown, like I said. I mean, look at him. He's setting off into the unknown. He's like, I got my little sack and my dog and I'm going off. Taking a leap of faith into the unknown. You know? Because I've decided to walk away from things that no longer serve me. People, places, things, relationships, family, whatever it could be. My home life, I wasn't happy in a certain environment. Walking away from all this garbage. These are a bunch of pages, low functioning, you know, just talking smack and fighting and arguing over rubbish. And I feel that you're blocking all that. You're setting off. You've overcome many obstacles, especially in your 4th house. And maybe this is about self-love, you know. You just want to go find your happy. Right, let's find out how people are seeing you. How are people seeing my Libras? Oh, here's your 2 of Cups. Here's a soulmate union here. There's a soulmate union here. You could be thinking, yeah, but it's stressing you out a little bit. People are seeing you kind of, I think, a little bit like combative. Like, don't mess with me right now. I'm just going to fight with you. Don't stand in my way, right? I'm getting... There's a cycle that there's a cycle that is closed for you. You could definitely be going through a transformation right now. Majority of people are. Let's be real right now. Endings, new beginnings. It's just, it's airborne. But again, Scorpio energy. You could definitely be ending a cycle with a Scorpio, or someone that has that strong in their chart. Ending a relationship, a connection. Could be a Scorpio father, a parent. Someone, there could have been a death in the family that you're dealing with. Sorry if that is, deepest condolences. But there is some kind of judgment here, some kind of karma that you will be receiving for your efforts. Something that is destined, and it could be the soulmate. There's a new partnership here. Here's your 2 of Cups. We saw the 8 of Cups, and you're trying to find your happy and walk towards emotionally fulfilling cups. And here's your 2 of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign. Strong Pisces here. This is using your intuition as well, how to navigate. You may be dealing with a lot of combative energy right now. I think people see you as a little bit trigger happy. Again, the Gemini full moon is going to bring a lot of that. So just try not to take anything too seriously, but people will be trigger happy. You will be trigger happy. I do feel like there's some secrets that need to be revealed that are hidden. Some truth. Maybe it's secret love. Maybe someone feels like you're secret. Maybe you've kept someone hidden. If you are ending a relationship and maybe you were seeing someone else, maybe Maybe this person felt like a secret, or maybe you were seeing someone on the side. No tea, no shame, no judgment here. No judgment here, but this is typically like the time is now. It's time now. Cycle is closed, time to move forward. Universe, cosmos, God, whatever you believe in is seeing your work and is blessing you and is trying to guide you towards this connection, this new beginning, this new happy, this new love. What are your hopes? What's Libra's hopes? It's definitely time for you to receive, I feel, from the universe here with Hathor. What is the hopes of my Libras? Jupiterian, here it comes. Hoping to get over this heartbreak. So you could definitely be ending a relationship. Could be with a Leo, doesn't have to be. You could have Leo in your chart. This is having strength and courage to get through this. Hoping to really get through this. Because it's another cycle change. Things are turning for you now. For your benefit. In your favor. This is Jupiter as well. Sagittarius energy. You could have that in your chart. Maybe a Sagittarius is the heartbreak, or a Leo, doesn't have to be. But whatever you've been through, if it is in just home life with family, the cycle is closing out for you. I feel the cycle is closing out. It was meant to be. I hate to say that about pain and suffering and heartbreak, but we typically have to go through certain things to come out on the other side stronger, right? You know, this is also a need to maybe balance out your emotions and not be so trigger happy. Okay, let's see what the outcome is. Guys, just take what lands and leave the rest, okay? Don't try to make the whole story fit, because I'm reading for the collective. There are bits and pieces of stories here that I'm picking up. See outcome, dear Spirit, for my Libras. Balance. Sagittarius energy again. Love seeing her. What a beautiful outcome. Balance, hope, healing, compromise. Balance in your heart, your mind, your soul, your emotions. Look, she's got one foot on earth and one foot in the water. The water represents those emotions. Really getting balance. We're talking about here. Really, you know, taming the beast within, taming those emotions, not being so trigger happy. Here you go. Could maybe this new love has got Sagittarius in their chart, or is Sagittarius, or Jupiter again ruled, could be blessing you with this new relationship in a more balanced, stable. There's also a need to have patience. Have patience with yourself too, Libras. I know you guys give and give and give and give, and look, it's time for you to receive. The advice is it's time for you to just receive. You've been doing a lot. I can see it here. You've probably been dealing with some control issues of your own, always trying to be there for everyone, and maybe it's taken on a life of its own where you're always trying to fix and control, which is very unhealthy, you know. Now allowing, going with the flow. Temperance, beautiful. Hope, healing, balance, harmony. The need to be patient with yourself, I feel. Been through it. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to continue this reading on Vimeo. If you'd like to join me, click on the link below. First link in the description box. But if this is where we part ways, have a wonderful month. Things are going to speed up. You got this, okay? Be patient with yourself. And there's new love here, and I'm going to look into how this person is feeling about you, and dig a little deep on how this could move forward. Get some advice, maybe challenges and blocks, how that could be administered or remedied. So, okay, well, thank you for joining me. I love you guys. Chum chumity, chum chum, chum.